So the second route is contact. The contact is extension of droplet, meaning that someone coughs or speaks, the droplets over here is this red thing, carries thousands of COVID viruses, drops to the ground, and someone touch it before it dies and pick his nose or rub his eyes. The virus can enter through the oral or eye, the mucosa. Um, so the good and bad things about the SARS-CoV-2 is that they live for a while, but they will die. So it depends on the environment. We can estimate the lifespan of the COVID-19. If it falls on the tissue paper, it lives on average 3 hours, then they will all die. If it's an Amazon cardboard box or any other cardboard box, the study suggests it lives up to a day. And if it's cloth or clothes, it can be up to 2 days. If it's a plastic bag, maybe 3 days. Here's the alarming part. Outside of a surgical mask, the virus can live as long as a week. So while living, it's not that all the virus is living. As you can see, the vitality or the possibility of infections goes down dramatically as the time goes down. So you see, this is a cardboard box example. So the hour 20 is almost a day, and you can see a significant drop off even after the first few hours in the cardboard box. I think the moral of the story is that the longer it is, the virus will die, and especially in the beginning, they died quickly in a linear fashion. So contact precaution. Well, now that we know they dive and the time kills them, we still touch things, and chances are we'll touch some that's still living. The only way to get rid of that is to wash our hands. A lot of sanitizers are sold out. I still have some. I hope all of you have some too. And but the better way would be to wash our hands. So I always forget to wash my thumbs. I just don't do that before this pandemic actually. So as you can see, this is a journal coming from the nursing. Most often missed area is the thumbs, followed by fingertips, and then between the fingers. The palm and the back, people get it most of the time. Again, please wash your thumbs and wash between your fingers and fingertips. 20 seconds, okay? But do focus on the area. So beyond the washing hands, and there's another thing that people keep saying is that don't touch your face. So here's some example of people trying not to touch their face.
Start working on not touching your face, because one main way viruses spread is when you touch your own mouth, nose, or eyes. And of course, enhanced cleaning of surfaces.
Well, we're always saying the common sense of washing your hands, not touching your face.
We're looking at every way individuals come into the country, not just through the...
Right.
One of the key parts to preventing transmission is washing your hands and not touching your face. There's a lot of folks that are trying to ask themselves, do I need a mask?
I think these are very important things. Working hard, not to touch your face.
That everyone would have to fill out that would go directly to CDC with that information.
I've been looking around the room here. I can't tell you the number of you who've put your hands to your face in the last 20 minutes or half an hour.
I want to know how many of them are from...
Hear some of the things about washing your hands and not touching your mouth and your nose and your eyes.
Can you tell me why it took 5 days to test the patient in Manatee County?
The value of hand washing and using sanitizing gels to, if you get the virus on your hands, eliminate it before it finds a way. Don't touch your face. My kids are so sick and tired of me saying if they scratch their face, don't touch your face. That's how viruses get into the body.
As you can see, it's pretty much impossible. For a few reasons, it is natural that you touch your face or rub it when it's itching. The second part is more, it's just physiology, we will touch our face to relax ourselves. There's a lot of parasympathetic trigger points, or even cats touch their face. It relaxes us. So there's a few the mental exercise, coming from our psychology colleagues. Number one is to ask for reminders. Ask someone you trust. Hopefully, that won't annoy you to remind you if they're touching your face. Tell them to tell you so. Number two is remind others when they are touching their face. You call them out. Some people use a visual reminder, such as wearing gloves, especially outside. And number four is do other things with your hands. If your hands are busy, like mine, even though I touched my face earlier, then I won't be touching my face, because they are on the mouse. And lastly, just practice relaxation techniques, because the more nervous you are, the more likely, more often you touch your face. On average, I touch my face up to 26 times an hour. So I suppose the easier way is to just wash my hands, particularly in a place where I'll just be sitting down with maybe my hands not doing much, like watching TV. I should clean my hands first, maybe with